today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Smith to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Stratton. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. On 1st and 10. Stratton going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about...
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Off the bootleg. Stratton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking downfield for Godwin. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play there for L.A. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Flush to his right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
He's going deep for Brown. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Justin Herbert rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking to throw on second down. Stratton. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it third down. Back to throw. Stratton. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On first down, Tolbert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Stratton. Open man is Fitzpatrick. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 67 yards. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On second down, Tolbert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Herbert on first down now.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw on 3rd down. Stratton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more.
And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A.
Chris Godwin. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Smith to return it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? To throw on second down. Stratton. It's caught. Tolbert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on first down. Stratton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's taken down inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Smith to return it.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47.
He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush.
And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert forced out to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Smith to return it.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Ebron. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Herbert's throw on target to Godwin here.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he gets it down to the 32. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They go back to the ground now with Eckler.
Now room for Eckler.
A beautiful fake. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
That's into the hands of Fitzpatrick.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.